Hey guys, how's it going? TheHaggardNerd here. Welcome back to Factorio. Last episode we spent some time working on our copper. We added this extra copper quarry up here because our other quarry further south is starting to get low. So we also have two trains working off of the same name. So that's going to be interesting to see how these work out. So we have two copper ore pickups, one here and one here, and they're both currently have trains on them. So the interesting thing is going to be when one copper ore pickup goes to one copper ore drop off. There's only one copper ore drop off, so you know if they leave about the same time, it's going to be interesting when one's unloading. See what the other one does. Hopefully it'll just sit there and hang out until the other guy moves, and then the other guy will see that it is now available and then make his way to the copper ore drop off. So yeah, we'll just have to keep our eye on it and see how it goes. See what's going on here. Ore pickup. So that one's only slightly further ahead. I'm going to assume it's this one. 6.8, 6.8, so it's 14. Yeah, so that's this one right here. So the other one actually has more. It is as complex. This game really is one of those things where it's as far down the rabbit hole as you want to make it. And I just realized there's something I could be doing that could really help make our power situation a lot more efficient. And that is adding power switches to logistic systems to make to do counts based on how much production is being pushed through the system. So right now, basically everything's just eating power. So if we do power here, that's not power, that's production. So we'll click power here. Right now, all this, these drills, they're just gonna run. That's just is what it is. But these guys right here, 170 of these guys, some of these guys are, whoop, that's not what I was trying to do. Some of these guys are actually producing things. Some of them are just sitting there eating power and not doing anything. All these inserters and stuff that are just sitting here not doing anything. They're consuming power, even though they're not doing anything. So what I think I could do is if I could limit our production and only use power when there's stuff incoming. I've never done anything like this before. This is just something I'm thinking of right now, off the top of my head. So I'm wondering if I could do that. I always do that with my Tash. What do you do with what? I'm kind of lost here. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, let me think about this. Where's that connected in? That's connected in down here. I'm just gonna see if this works. It may not work. Then again, it might. It'd be kind of cool if it did. Okay, so what I want to do is put some sort of check to see if there's stuff incoming and outgoing. And if there's stuff incoming and or outgoing. I'm thinking about this. So if we did a check and as soon as things get put down on the belt, it would turn the power on. That's the easy part. The thing is, how do we check when to turn the power off? Because we would have to check to see if anything's outgoing and if there's anything like not on the belt for X amount of time. If we do like timers, that'd be great. I don't think that's something we could do. Let me check something here. Okay, still having issues here? How are we doing? 3-3. We're gonna have to re-up our ammo soon. Read the last belt in the column. It's full. Turn things off. Not even if it's full, turn things off. If it's empty, turn things off. I mean, I guess I could put one here. This is gonna be weird. So this is going to be our read, I think. Right there. So I'm not too familiar with how these work, so I'm going to have to see how this goes. So read belt contents. Content read. Signal is sent for only one tick when their item enters the belt. Hold. Yeah, I think that would be hold. Anything is greater than 0. Same thing here. Read belt contents hold. Anything greater than 0. Maybe that's it. Anything is greater than 0. As long as it's anything is greater than 0, send the signal. So I'm going to put some wood here. And that's not at all what I'm trying to do. Okay. And why is that not going to work? Okay, so how's that going to work? Okay, so the enable disable is enabling or disabling the actual belt itself. Okay, that makes sense. So let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to put the wood back down so it doesn't enter in the splitter here. So we're going to say there is a signal going out. And then what we could do is run the lines. I'd have to put like some sort of something down through here. Okay, hold on. So we got a power switch. They will make one of those. And then the combinators are kind of a mystery to me. Like, I understand kind of how they work and there's like logic and stuff, but I'm gonna take a little bit of time to get this little bit figured out. So this will be fun. So if we connect this to a power switch. Let me think about this. So if we push this here and then have this go down. Power switch. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is what I'm looking for. Power switch. And then have this go to... But no, hold on. You can't do power that way, can you? Because you can only push power through power lines. You can only push logistics through the other lines. Okay, never mind. I don't think this is going to work. And maybe it will, but it's not something I'm going to worry about right now. So I wasted a little bit of time there. I do apologize. Maybe that's something I'll work on as homework. But it's not a necessity right now. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and connect our power up below. If you guys have suggestions as to how you might go about doing that, let me know down in the comments or in the chat here on the live stream. Because I would like to be able to limit that. That'd be good for power consumption, or not power consumption, rather. Okay, so the red science. Red science is the next thing that I wanted to productionalize. And I need to go find my car again. Okay, so let's do that. Continue that. Get rid of these guys. Awesome. It's now all cleared out, so that way we can use this for further production later on. Going to be the beginning belt piece on the output lines. If you have demand, it would not be full. No demand, it would fill up. Trying to turn off the factory when the input is empty. I'm trying to get it to where it only supplies power when there's production being created. But that's going to cause problems if there's any sort of gaps from the time the entry comes in to the product goes out. And the thing is, though, I don't think you can... Well, I mean, how would power lines work, though? Like, I'm gonna have to mess with this. Now it's kind of bugging me a little bit. Like, you should be able to connect power switches to power lines, right? I mean, it's the whole point. How does that work? Or does it only connect to big ones? No? Okay. Does it actually... Oh, copper cables. You can connect that way. Oh, okay. So that puts it back on the table. I didn't realize you could connect it via copper cables like that. So the idea is, if there's nothing happening, these guys are just sitting down here consuming power, and I really don't want that to happen. Info, no stream on Friday. Okay, yeah, I'll discuss that after. Thanks, John. Connect it with a copper wire, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me think about this. So we have... Oh, this is not the one I was working on. I was working on the gears. So let's try this again. Put this guy in the middle. Let's put red down. Connect these guys. Let's do Read the contents of the belt, and we'll do hold. We're going to read, and we're going to do hold. And then what we can do is power switch. Let's put that here. And then we'll do this guy here. And then that guy there. And then, ooh, we can't do that just yet. Okay. Let's do this. And we will disconnect. So this is very much a nice to have. This is not a necessity thing. Now, I'm of course assuming that we can control the power switch via circuit network. So it's on, and it's producing, or it's doing the power thing. So the idea is if we run this to here, to here. Okay, so we have something. So, enabled condition. If anything is greater than 0, turn on. Okay, so the way to test this is we'll grab a few of these gears. It's going to make it a little unbalanced, but it'll be fun. So let me go ahead and just, where to put them? Where did I put them? Where did I put them? There, okay. And then Z, right? Now it's, I wonder how long that's going to work. Oh no. Well, that didn't work, okay. Let's do a hold statement. Yeah, we got 2 in there now, which means anything is greater than 0. Okay, what about gears? If gears are greater than 0. What am I looking for here? Enable or disable. Equals 0? What happens there? It does not do anything. Okay. Greater than 0. There we go. Okay, so I had to reset it. Okay. That's something. And then if we don't do hold, that's going to be weird. That's going to be so weird. Okay. So what do we need? We need this train right here to go to drop off. So we have a train coming in that'll drop stuff off for us. Well, that's why I did both. So this is gonna basically say if anything, oh yeah. Oops. Anything is greater than 0. Which this is since plates are anything, it'll count that as true. And it'll run through. And the idea is as long as this makes it down and at least one gear makes it up and through, this will keep it going. You're liking this challenge? Yeah. This is an interesting challenge. It's not one that I expected to get into, but it should work. Sorry, Matt, I was late. Tripped over a 30-pack of beer. Ouch! Ouch. That hurts. But welcome, Matt. And I got your email, by the way. Thank you for your kind words. Appreciate it, buddy. You think you need 2 different conditions for the input and the output. Well, what I'm looking at, what this is doing is this is reading both this, the input and the output here, and sending it to this pole. And this pole is sending, if you watch the gears, it's now saying like between 8 and 6 plates, and then every now and then it'll pop up a gear. What it's doing is sending those signals down to here, and then it's down to here. And what it's saying is anything, regardless of what type of signal it is, if there's any signal at all greater than 0, keep it powered. Now the problem is going to be if we have like like once the plates run out, and you see how these aren't quite necessarily fully compressed, like how is that going to treat this power switch? I wish there was some sort of buffer. Like if we had batteries, that would be kind of cool, because then the batteries would allow us to give us a certain amount of buffer to power the station, and we could just have this set up just like this, but we're not to batteries yet. I'm gonna have to wait to see how this works out. And the thing too also is if we have a completely full iron chest, this is gonna stay on because it's gonna completely back up, and that'll just keep power going to this area, which is not ideal. So then the other thing would be to say, you know, if this chest is completely full, wouldn't you want to shut it off when your gears are backed up? Exactly. That's what I was just saying. Yeah. So that would be the next step in the process. So, but yeah, this is a little too simple. There would have to be a few other steps and checks for it to work. But ideally, this is a good start. So now let's go ahead and send this guy back to iron plate pickup. So now when this goes, we'll see how this works. Because it's still going because there's stuff on this line right here. $30 empty cans. Oh, okay, okay. oh, okay. Nira said that, not Matt. Okay, so waiting for this to empty out. Just gonna ride it up, might as well. This is my favorite track in the game. Okay, so this is about to empty out. And then, yeah, this will take the longest, obviously, because it's got the longest to travel. But we can start to see how it degrades over time. If I get something working, I will send you a sample blueprint that you can use to hook up to your system. That would be cool, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to check that out. Okay, so we're gonna start getting less throughput on this belt. So it's gonna be interesting to see if this thing starts freaking out and opening and closing, or if there's like some sort of delay. Okay, so we're empty on this belt. We're now officially empty on this belt. It's still running because there's still stuff going through it. This is not fully backed up, so this will turn off on its own momentarily. It'll be interesting to watch the power usage. Crap, I'm gonna have to move this over here. Okay. Oh, just turned off. It's turning on and off. A little bit here and there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Okay. But I mean, did we... Let's look over the past minute. So you see this? Like, we were there, now we're here. Right? So that's how much power we just saved. I guess that's how that works. From having this little setup going. So I think I'm going to leave that there and set it up over here like the same over in our copper whatever copper cable production area. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, let's do this and then do that, and then that, and then that, and then read, and then hold, and read, and hold. Real men don't use clickbait titles. Yeah, I don't do clickbait. I try to do things that are interesting, but I don't do clickbait because it's dumb. It's so dumb. Okay, so how is this connected into power? To be fair, the sputtering won't matter since the production is so delayed from the readers. Yeah, I think that might be correct. We'll disconnect that. I think you're right there, Mouthburn. And all it would take would be for another train to come through and add more to the system for it to turn back on. But the outgoing part is going to be the tricky part. So if we do have completely full buffers, then there should be some sort of condition there to turn it off so it doesn't sit there and just keep running. That's something we'll address at a later time. Right now, this is just kind of proof of concept. Just to see how much it'll help. And that first initial check was pretty significant. I'm just gonna make a handful of these just to have them. Okay, let's do this, and then let's do copper cable. And then let's do red. And then if anything is greater than 0, which it's not, Haggard's are an end to the game. You just keep playing and building until you're done. It really is just kind of a as you see fit kind of deal. 2 switches, one that turns off if the container is full, and another that turns off if the conveyor is in use. Ooh. Interesting. That's actually kind of cool. I like that idea. Okay. So we'd have to add another red, and we'd have to add a combinator too, and that's gonna get messy because combinators are funky. I don't want that to connect in there. Let's do red wire to here, to there, and then we can read the contents of that. So excuse me. How many? 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 32? 32,000. So, so if anything is greater than 0, so we would only send that signal if this equaled 32,000. So we could just do a decider combinator, I think. Do a decider combinator. We could say, plop that there. Let's go ahead and connect red wire to that. And then say if anything equals 3,200, 1,000, right? Yeah, 100? Numbers, man. Okay. 32,000, excuse me. Not 3.2K. 32,000, excuse me. Then output, I guess the input count, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna send everything. So it's outputting signals of 20K, which is fine. Wait, no, we don't want it to output unless equals, there we go. That's what we're looking for. So let's do output signal to this other pole, and I need more cables. So hopefully we can just connect this here like this, and it's not sending any signal because it's not full yet. Okay, let me think about this. So it would only send the signal. It would need to send an inverse signal. It would need to send a turn off signal, not a turn on signal. And this is turn on if anything is greater than 0. So then, Mouthburn, you were absolutely correct in saying that it needed to be a second switch. So good on you for that. See exactly what you're saying now. Took me a minute to get there. I do apologize. So another switch. There we go. I'll put this right here. Did I run through my? No, I was going to say I had a lot more copper cable than that. So let's do that. Well, you can't connect 2 switches together. Okay. Let's do this. Do that. And by the way, to do that, you hold shift and click the pole. Okay, let's do this. And then let's connect these guys again. So this to this, this to that, this to that. And then that to that. There we go. Okay, cool. So, switch number 2. This is still going to be a decider combinator. We still need that here. What am I doing? Cider combinator, not rail chain signal. Okay. So let's go ahead and run red. I just prefer red. It's just my thing, that's why I'm doing that. Oops. There we go. Okay, so what did we say? We said if anything equals 32,000. Now I gotta think through this. This might not be right. Okay. So if that equals 32,000, send the signal to turn off. But this is an enabled condition. So if anything does not equal 1, let's do 1. And I'll show you why in a second. Then turn on. Output 1. Crap. Let's do red. I don't know. So we're gonna send out red with a value of 1 if it equals 32,000. And it is enabled if it's not equal to 1. So I think that's right. I think that's right. So the idea would be then to grab a whole bunch of these and then put all those in there. So that should be sending a signal. That's not sending a signal. Okay. So it's not 32,000 then, right? 32,000. 32,000. Okay. Crap. Anything equals 32,000? Send a signal of 1? Okay, so that's not working out. So we gotta get this combinator. Oh, you know what? I think I'm doing this the wrong way. I think I've got these mixed up. Okay. That would be why. There is a direction to the combinators, and I forgot about that. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Let's do that. And then let's do that. Oops. Still kind of, I'm very much a noob at combinators, so do. Oh, what's going on? Why is that doing that? 200. Okay, set. If anything, it's 32. Output red and 1, right? So that should say red and 1 because it's completely full. Okay, equals. There it is. There it is. So if that equals 32,000, which it does, output red 1. There's now red 1. So if red 1 does not equal 0, or does not equal... if this signal does not equal red 1, then turn it on. But right now it's completely full, so it would turn it off. So that works. Kind of. Now this is all unbalanced, and that's great, but it's fine. About as balanced as it's gonna get. So now, since there's things going on, and it's not full, should not be sending a red 1. Yeah, that should be connected because we're waiting on stuff, and the power is going to flow from here to there, and then in, and so that way once something happens here, yeah, okay, I got it. Good. Where'd my gears go? I didn't put them all back, did I? Okay, so let's go ahead and drop a bunch here. So now this should work. This should now power this guy, and that should then power the rest. There you go. So it's a 2-switch setup. Perfect. Good call, Mouthburn. Thank you for that. That was kind of weird, but it works. Oh yeah, it's not connected to anything, so. Alright, let's go ahead and do our other setup over here. So once again, 2-switch setup. But we have to do a check off of our buffers, so I'll put the switch probably like right here. and then run the wires down as needed. And put this guy here, I guess, just kind of offset. It's fine. Copper cables, where you at there? We're gonna do this to this guy. All right, we need something. I forgot about that already. Let's do that. We need a pole in between them for it to work. There's that, and then there's that, and then there's that, and then there's that. Okay, so that's all separated and disconnected up. So put down our designer combinator again. And then plop this here. That'll be fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make life a little bit easier on myself. Now I'm getting into a little bit more of the complex stuff of this game. Like this power control stuff that I'm doing is mainly just so right click. I always forget what a copy is. It's green equals 32,000. Like, you don't have to do this in the game. There's no reason for you to have to do this. But the thing is, since I build such a large factory, I like to try to be efficient with things, power being one of them. So in order to not use up a lot of power all the time, that's not necessary, I'm trying out just a proof of concept kind of deal. So red one. There we go. This is just basically just kind of like logic stuff. But I mean, you come up with the idea of using a second switch, so I mean, I think you could do well. Okay, so we need to attach to here, to here. Can we stretch that far? We can. Sweet. Now we need to keep that separate though, don't we? That signal. Oh, it will stretch that far. Sweet. Nice. And those aren't connected to the same poles, so that signal's not going to crisscross at all. So when we say anything is equal to 32, we're going to turn it off. It's in the red one. So as long as red is not equal 1, should be connected. All right, so the idea is if there was a completely full chest here, that would then turn off and everything would be good. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I think that's right, at least. I mean, we could do some testing, but that would take a little bit of time, and we're kind of out of time for this episode. So guys, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you for sticking with me through this kind of craziness, trying to figure this out. Like I said, this isn't really necessary, but it's kind of a cool little proof of concept just to see how well, you know, this would work. I mean, it wasn't really worth running anyway. So anyway, so guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like what I do, hit the like button. And if you want to help my channel grow, share my videos, share my live streams, leave likes, leave comments, all that good stuff. Because the more you guys interact with the videos and stuff, the more people that'll come and hang out and be part of the community. Definitely want to grow the community as big as possible, but I need your help to do that. So definitely appreciate all the support you guys give me every single day. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock. And my way of saying thanks is once we hit 2,500 subscribers on the YouTube side, I'll be doing a giveaway for a $50 Steam digital gift card. The way you enter for that is you go to the glebe.io link down in the description below. You follow the instructions, enter as many times as you can. Make sure you do the daily entry and also share it with your friends. And yeah, guys. Oh, if you're over on the Twitch or the Mixer side, make sure that follow button as well. I'd appreciate it. And guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.